Just love Salawat. It is a beautiful Wednesday indeed. We're feeling the heat here in Durban. And remember, the more struggles, the greater the rewards. So embrace everything. It is a month where we make a lot of sacrifices. Well, joining us now, we're going to be having a very wonderful topic, and a topic that I think we can all learn from, we can all benefit from, because there's a part of us that is all contributing to it. What is it called? It's called social media. So join us on Facebook and YouTube. It's your Urban Woman Show with me, Razia Rangrage. We are joined by Brother Mohammed Asmal, who is the Global AI Authority in digital marketing. And we're talking about the impact that everyone can have via social media. Now, remember, you are all influencers in some way or the other. Now, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? I'm not an influencer. I don't post. I don't do anything. Well, all I'm going to say is, if you're a mother, you're a father, you're a brother, you're a sister, you're a teacher, you're a friend, you're having some form of influence. So people are posting. But the question is, how can you be impactful in that? Joining us now on the screens and on our airways, Brother Muhammad Asmal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And welcome back to Urban Woman.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and thank you for having me.
Only a pleasure. Now, how's your Ramadan going before we go? Now, I have to ask all my guests this question. Firstly,
Alhamdulillah, it's going really well, going fast, but Alhamdulillah, Allah is making it easy for us. All the days are going well, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, indeed. The days are going well, the days are going fast. So important that we make the best out of it. Share with us a little bit about you. We're talking about how everybody can make an impact on social media. Your story is a bit interesting. Share with us before you can tell everybody else that they too can do it.
Yeah, definitely. Because if I think about it, social media has literally changed my life. Because I've been in digital marketing since 2013. And I've been using AI tools since 2018. But only when ChatGPT came out at the end of 2022, I tried it out and I fell in love with it because I was so excited at how powerful this tool was. In fact, I was so excited, I wanted to tell the whole of South Africa how powerful it was. So I started making TikTok and Instagram videos on how to use ChatGPT and AI tools in general. And honestly, I was thinking I'll get some South African people to watch my videos maybe, and hopefully I'll get some business for my digital marketing agency. But little did I know that the whole world would start seeing my videos. No one in South Africa was seeing my videos. And from there, people started asking me, do you do AI coaching? Do you do AI consulting? And pretty soon I was addressing CEOs, I was addressing marketing teams. I even had a billionaire ask me for advice on AI. And when I say billionaire, I'm talking about a billionaire in dollars.
Wow.
And from that, and all this just from my content, alhamdulillah. And from that, I was invited to speak at an event in Miami. And I'd never spoken before in my life in public. So I went over and alhamdulillah, I spoke at an event in Orlando and one in Miami the first time. And it went well. And then they called me back again. And next month, I'm going to San Diego and then to Dallas and to Miami. So that will be my fourth time in America, alhamdulillah. And all just through social media.
Look at that. So fantastic.
And the thing is, if I can do this, anyone can do it.
That's so inspiring. And I probably, there's probably listeners out there, viewers who are watching on the screens. They're probably wondering, okay, but how? Because I'm posting, I barely get followers, I barely get likes. And it's designed that one like, endorphins just go up. We feel that high, we feel that thrill. We keep checking our phones, how many likes I get. Sometimes I'm sitting with people, okay, I'm somebody that's private. So if I go out, I'm not going to post exactly what I'm doing, but there's some people that will. And the next thing is, I got another like. And I just get thrilled to see how that excitement comes, but it's designed to do that, right? So some people, it can be very, it can be the opposite of that, where they can feel very down. So what would you say, Brother Mohammed? What are some of the best social media platforms that people can use and post on?
Yeah, well, first, it's natural. I think all of us, we tend to we get some type of affirmation now. If we see the likes and
Of
the
course.
shares and the follows and the views, it's natural. All of us, whether we say we're not going to do it, but it happens naturally to all
It's
of us.
designed for that to happen. So yes, we're going to
Yes,
feel it.
definitely,
Definitely.
definitely. But one thing that we have to our advantage is that previously, before TikTok, if you had to post on Facebook, Instagram, etc., it all depended on how many followers or subscribers you had. But
Uh-huh.
now that is irrelevant. After TikTok came out, their algorithm is completely different to every other algorithm. Or now they're similar, but initially when it came out, is where you can post something, you can post a video, you can have 0 followers, but you could get 1 million views
Wow.
because the views are independent from the amount of followers you have. And that is
Right.
why TikTok became so popular, because people could go viral very quickly and they didn't need to
Absolutely.
have followers. And then what happened was Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and all of them saw this, and they had to actually change their algorithm to keep up with TikTok. Otherwise, they were going to get left behind.
Indeed.
So
Mhm.
vertical video at the moment is the easiest way to get attention, because that's all we're doing. We're getting attention.
Right.
And so the easiest way currently is vertical videos. And in
Mhm.
fact, it's become so popular. If you think about it, I don't know if you noticed on LinkedIn, they now have
Mhm.
a video icon on your app.
Okay.
And if you click on it, it actually takes you to vertical videos on LinkedIn, which
Interesting. We might go
is
and have a
supposed to
look.
be
Yeah.
known as a platform for professionals. So they
Yeah.
also adopting it. Now, even if you go on Twitter or X, you'll see they also have a dedicated video icon. And if you click on it, it takes you to vertical videos. So YouTube has
Interesting.
shorts, Instagram has reels, Facebook has
Yeah.
reels, Pinterest is also doing vertical videos. So all of them now understand that they have to have this feature in their platform because that's what the masses want. But then,
Indeed.
you asked me what platform to post. Some
Yes.
people are not comfortable in front of camera. Some
Mm.
people don't want to
Yeah.
do video.
Yes.
Now, ideally, you will have to do it, but there are other ways as well. Written
Okay.
content, you could create blog post, or you could even write on LinkedIn or on
Mhm.
Twitter. You can do
Mhm.
written content.
Yes.
Then you could do podcasts if you want, just audio. If you don't want to
Yes.
show your face or you don't want to be on camera, you could just create podcasts and then repurpose those podcasts on social media. And then
Correct.
a video, which is the most popular, you can create vertical videos, you could create horizontal videos, that's for YouTube. But that is the most popular and is the easiest way to grab attention is via videos. And the other thing I
Right.
see is people are too worried about what others are going to say or what others are going to think. If I'm going to put this video out, what are my friends going to say? What is my family going to say?
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, you'll have to get over that if you want to create content, because otherwise you're going to
Absolutely.
carry on making excuses and you're never going to post anything.
Absolutely. I mean, take back that power because I think this is something that you go through with everything in life. Hey, what will somebody people say? People are always going to say something. That's the reality and that's the
Yes,
truth. But the question is, what do you want to achieve in life and where do you want to go? So that should be the
exactly.
focus. And yeah, stop the fear of judgment. If you're confident in what you're doing and the message that you want to put out there, then bismillah. So it is a bit tough for many, I know, with regards to videos, but wonderful options you've shared, and slowly they can climb up the ladder and get there. So you've shared with us the platforms that we could use. How often would you say we should be posting?
So that's a good question, and I get this question a lot. Like I get the question of how often should I post, or what
Mm.
hashtags should I use, or stuff
Yes.
like that. And always you'll find that those questions come from people who are not publishing any content,
Uh-huh.
because now they're waiting for everything to be perfect. So they're looking for excuses within themselves just so that they
Yeah.
don't post.
Yes.
The thing is not to
I like
worry
that.
about that, not to worry about hashtags and how what's the right time to post and which is how many posts should I do per day. Just go and post something. Let the algorithm after that tell you when is the best time to post, when you should post. If you're posting nothing, you won't know anything. You have to test it. And
True.
you are never going to become a master at anything overnight. Like everything in
Yes.
life, practice make
100%.
perfect. If you go
Correct.
out and you publish 100 videos in 100 days, it's going to change your life. It'll change your business.
Hmm.
It'll change your life, because
Correct.
what you did on the first day will be completely different to what you do on the 100th day. But if
Absolutely.
you don't
Yeah.
take that step and you don't do it, you'll never know. And you'll carry on looking for these excuses and asking yourself, oh, how many posts should I do? What hashtags should I use? Maybe my camera is not right. Maybe my lighting is not right. I don't have a proper microphone. You'll continuously have all these excuses just to make yourself not post anything.
Correct. And those excuses just serve you. I like what you said. You look for the excuses in order to validate why you shouldn't be posting, right? So almost like,
Exactly.
here's my excuse. That's the reason I can't do it. Otherwise, I'm all
Yeah.
good. But, you speaking the language of what I do at my practice, where we help people to shift their limiting belief systems, because this is how we keep ourselves so trapped and so limited when the world has so much to offer. And I know you always say that don't wait for perfection, just do it. I know you always say that, which I think is so great. Just do it. So, we're talking about that, how often, and what would you say to people that are actually concerned because their posts are just not getting enough views or not getting any views?
Firstly, you should look at the value that you're creating. Most people make the biggest mistake. They all the time they're only selling. This is my business, buy from me. This is what we do, buy from me. Remember, all of us are selfish, including me. All of us, we want to know what's in it for ourselves first.
Yes.
So
Yes.
talk about the future that your product or service is going to do to me. If I
Hmm.
can see the future, you're going to get my attention. And thereafter, you talk about your features. This is what we do. This is who I am. But grab their attention first by talking to them and how their future is going to be different or better, especially better if they use your service or products. So create value. And the other thing is, people have this misconception. They say that, for example, like just to use TikTok, that is only for teenagers or there's only singing and dancing.
Yeah.
I don't sing or dance on any of my videos. I don't even have music on any of my videos, but I still get hundreds of thousands of views.
Look at that.
So
The same here.
that's
Get
also another
something.
excuse. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
also another excuse. No, I need to sing or I need to dance or I need to be a teenager. You don't have to do anything like that. I'll give you an example. Another thing,
Hmm.
we think that TikTok, lots of us are sleeping on TikTok when there's such a huge opportunity there. I'll give you a
Oh,
real life example. I
okay. We
had
got
a
about a minute.
client.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I had a client. She's in her 60s. She's from Texas and she's a lawyer. And
Right.
everything happened only on TikTok. The only thing I did was send her an email with a payment link. But everything
Hmm.
happened on TikTok. She never went to my website. She never do anything. The whole transaction basically happened on TikTok. Now, why I'm mentioning it? Because of her age. She's in her 60s. Her location, she's in
Yeah.
Texas. And she's a professional. She's a lawyer. But she found
Wow.
me on TikTok.
Subhanallah. She's sweet 16, right? Not just 60. So TikTok is for everybody. Again, I think it's how you use it. To be honest, if when I'm posting and I go onto TikTok, I just put my volume down and I make sure I go onto my page just to post. So I don't see all the jargon that comes in. We always have the power, but again, how are we using it? Brother Muhammad, we can go on talking as always, but we will have you again back on Urban Woman to share some very important information that I think everybody is keen to learn more on. But until then, we wish you a blessed Ramadan and Jazakallah khair for your time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, I wish we had more time. There's just so much to talk about, but I hope you found that interview quite valuable, inshallah. And all you're going to do is just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Leave the chitter chatter out. Leave the fear of what will people think about me. If you have some impact and you have some benefit that you have that or can be of benefit to people, go ahead and do it. It's almost time for me to wrap up. Look at the time. I'll be back in a bit. Stay tuned.